Welcome to episode 21 of the Joysticks Canada Gamescast. We are recording live on twitch.tv/joystickscanada on Tuesday, October 27th. Holy crap. Yeah, it's almost November. If you're not watching live, though, you can actually check us out later on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, I think it's called, or Apple Podcasts, whatever the hell it is, Google, blah, 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 and a lot of other podcast services. Anyways, so we have, who do we have here? We have Richard Santino, Nick. Hi, fellas. How's it going?
Hello.
Hello, Daniel.
My new name is Richard Santino.
Richard S. Antino.
Do you make VB GUIs as well?
Yeah.
That's my Jekyll and Hyde. That's my Jekyll half.
My Jekyll half, my alter ego.
I need a multi-uploader VB GUI interface.
No, I have an iPhone
with high ceiling.
I don't know.
Yeah, He's got an iPhone. He's not allowed to use those things. We have some. Well, it's not really news. It's just a reminder more than anything. We have Extra Life is coming up.
Cyberpunk's
gentlemen.
been delayed.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. We'll get to the Cyberpunk bullshit in a second. I just wanted to remind people that we have Extra Life on November 7th. I don't know who exactly is planning on doing anything that day. I know I am 100%. The twitch.tv/Joysticks Canada channel will be streaming something all day from noon to midnight at the very least. I'll be giving away some Steam games. Ooh. And there'll be some milestone events and stuff I might eat a Twinkie Wiener sandwich or shave my face or something stupid. Who knows? I have to wait and see. Depends on how much people donate. If they donate $2, then you're getting nothing except the thank you.
If you donate enough, I'll punch Dan in the face.
Okay, hang on a sec. What's the limit for shaving your beard off on stream?
Yeah.
You know what? Since we've done it before, it would if we got to $1,000, I'd probably do it. But the fact
$1,000, Dan.
we've made more than that in an Extra Life before.
Yeah, that is.
This is a pretty extraordinary year, though. I mean.
Yeah, and we'll shave Nick's head.
Okay,
I'll shave my beard. I'll shave my beard, and Nick will shave his head.
So you'll shave your beard at $1,000 for the team.
Actually, what you should do
for the
is
team,
Dan, you shave your beard, and Nick, you give your hair to Dan.
Yeah, and then I'll glue it onto my face. My face.
Okay, all right.
I gotta make sure.
Okay?
Yeah. I'll leave all the crawlies still in there, okay?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not asking about your pubes.
That went places.
So, yeah, it's going to be lots of fun.
You took it places.
Anyway,
it's going to be lots of fun. Go to, I'm gonna try and post some stuff on joysticks.ca, the website, just to, get people hyped.
Hosted by
Did you have a custom...
Hosted by SE Digital Media. Yeah, nice plug there.
Shameless plug.
With his fancy VB GUI,
Yeah. Where's my fancy GUI? My GUI.
Gotta pay for it.
So there's obviously a big news story. Well, it's not really big. It's just everyone's talking about it, and it's kind of obvious that Cyberpunk's been delayed for the third time?
Oh, it's more than that.
Yes.
One, two, at least third major time. And I personally, I saw it and I was like, when I initially saw it, I was like, oh, what's yeah, whatever, sure. I was.
This says to me.
What's that?
All this says to me is that they encountered a major flaw in either some build, right, that they couldn't necessarily ship out.
Oh yeah.
And they have no choice but to delay, right? It was like one of these really weird edge case scenarios that one of their QA guys stumbled across. And they're like, shit, it deletes a save game. Holy crap.
It formats the Xbox One S. And like every single other platform is perfect. I'm like,
Oh no, the
so
game
we
doesn't
have to
run
delay
well
it
on
by
strategy.
3 weeks.
Oh.
So yeah, I the fact that they were talking about it in the statement, they were talking about like we have 9 platforms to develop it for, blah blah blah. Like that there is like okay, so it's obviously something to do with one or more of the platforms that they're developing it for. They're having issues, right? So yeah, Nick, it's probably
blame
it's probably
strategy.
something
Last time
stupid. It's probably something really
Probably like
stupid.
an upscaling issue, probably. I would guess for the new X.
Actually, yeah, it could be like the new machines, right? Because they probably only just got those, and there was rumors they were saying they were like they wanted to make it a next gen game. Like, I'm like, what the,
So that's
what the
where
hell
I'm
does that
dropping
mean?
hints,
Like,
and I
that's
agree
weird.
with Santino. I think that they encountered an issue with like a last minute addition or something, right? Because they
Yeah.
were talking about how they wanted to kind of make this, or it was starting to feel next gen, and they needed to support older consoles. So what broke in some sort of mechanism or some capacity to allow for the new generation consoles to stream at a better speed or be optimized, right? I mean, like God only knows the file systems are so completely different from one generation of console to another, right?
Although,
I don't know if it would be that different this year.
Yeah,
This
this
Switch,
time
though.
finally, I don't think it will be. Right? It's the same
It's the
x86,
same-
and it's
Yeah,
the same
same
architecture.
Sorry.
Anyway, so as the guy who booked vacation time
Yeah.
day after release, as well as the 2 days
Sucker.
following, literally this week, I think I booked it on Monday, maybe yesterday. So that felt real good, to be honest. So my new plan is to keep that vacation time and play the hell out of something else because I won't have that anymore.
Well, the
And,
nice thing is you'll have your PS5
will.
sitting right in front of you on the 19th of November.
hopefully, if
So you'll
the
be
retailer choice gets their shit together, Walmart. So I don't need to not say Walmart. Walmart.
Walmart.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Wally World. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm personally not too bummed, and the main reason is I didn't actually get to the point of booking a vacation day. Like you, I was literally about to write the email, like today. But I don't know. The fact that I have a stupidly massive backlog, I'm really not too worried. Because that like Cyberpunk was going to push everything back, God knows how much, months, weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It works out for me because it's after my iRacing season.
Well,
I was worried actually, Santino.
Yeah, good.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, I gotta wonder. Like they said, another 21 days, and I get that 21 days can mean a variety of things, right? Given the fact that they still are a number of weeks away, so it's not just 21 days from now; it's 21 days plus that time period between now and that release, and I have to wonder how much of this is pre-planning. I mean, what is it? December 21st is when it is supposed to come out now. Oh, December 10th. So
Yeah,
how much of this is hey, guess what? Let's line this up for not just Black Friday now, because it would have came out just before Black Friday in the US, but let's line this up for a good holiday. Let's like crush it on pre-orders and everything else, because that's just now they're just inviting people to kind of like pre-order it. But how much of this is like a PR ploy?
Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. I don't like it.
I
I don't like it.
I don't think it's a PR play. I think if they would have released it, they'd release it earlier. Like they would have made more sales if it's released earlier. Like I don't know.
But a strong.
Days,
Yeah.
I don't know. 3 weeks. I don't think that's enough to.
They should have just delayed the damn thing until February. Let's like delay the game till February and like just take all the sweet time you need.
Did you read the statement? In there, they specifically say rather like 21 days might not seem like very much, but believe us when we
for
tell
bug
you,
fixes
we're
it
going to
is.
really need that 21 days, right?
Yeah.
That is an amount of time that we would like to have and we need. And they do mention all the additions to the game. So anyway, it's all speculation, but I think, Dan, to your point, this same sort of thing happened to me with Red Dead Redemption, the first one. I was so gung ho on it coming out, and it kept getting delayed.
Oh yeah.
So I
Still
was,
have to finish that.
eventually the first one.
No, the second.
Oh,
I
the second.
You haven't beat the first ones, in, yeah.
No, I haven't.
The first one. Okay. Well, I haven't beaten the second one, so I don't know how it stacks.
The first one's one of the best endings I've ever seen in the game. Anyways, go on.
The first one has one of the best endings ever.
Yes.
Bar none. In any event, all that to say, I fall prey to the hype train just like everybody else, and I think after apparently 3 delays, that's about how long it takes for me to just be like, well, you know what, I just bought Ghost Runner, so
it's not like I think the consensus is it's not like I don't care. Because I'm still gonna get the game. It could come out in 5 more years from now, and I'd still get it. But at this point, I don't care that it's delayed. I really don't give a shit. I'm like, whatever, fine.
The reality is that all they're doing is ensuring that the customer experience is as good as it can possibly be, because there is so much hype, as we've alluded to already, that for them to have a really nasty bug within the first week of release would be detrimental to their reputation, right? I mean, when they made The Witcher, I mean, they didn't really have a lot of money, and The Witcher really did allow them the flexibility and the leniency of having that extra income. And, if this game is even a fraction of what The Witcher 3 turned out to be, or even exceeds that, that's massive, right? I mean, that's like groundbreaking at the GTA level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I would not be surprised if there's another delay, but that's going to be a massive decision, because then it's going to come in after Christmas, and it's like, oof, that's going to be like, at that point I could see people, not me, but I could see people being like, fuck this game, I'm just going to get something else instead, and then that's it, they forget about it. Or at least they lose interest. They lose interest in it. Like, I haven't lost any interest in the game, but I could see people starting to lose interest if, like, by December 8th, for instance, they're like, "Oh yeah, just sorry everyone, but it's delayed till February now." It's like, fuck. I would just roll my eyes, but some people might be like, "Oh fuck this! I need something else before Christmas. I'm gonna go buy whatever, something else."
No matter when it comes out, it's gonna take up all the air in the room. Take up all the air in the room. It's just the way that game is gonna be. So. Well, I don't think anyone's going to forget about it. It's going to be impossible to forget about the amount of marketing dollars even behind this thing. It's going to be. You're not going to be able to forget about it in our, in the way that we live, and
it's the biggest game. It's easily the biggest game of this year, if not, the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Like Red Dead 2 is probably the last game that I can think of that was as big as this.
In terms of expectations, yeah,
and like multi-platform wise.
But you know what though, Red Dead 2 was a huge letdown though. Like for me, like I go to play that and I'm like, I don't even want to play this.
It's a slog. It's a fucking slog, that game.
I
don't care. I don't care what anyone says. Some people love it. That's fine. If you want to like it, that's fine. You're right. Like my personal opinion, and the opinion of a lot of people, I think, is it's just a fucking drag to play. It's like, it's slow as shit, and it's just. It's a fucking simulator. It's a cowboy simulator. It's not an action game. It's not a GTA.
It's over-ambitious.
Yeah.
You become over-ambitious with, the fidelity of a game, the level of storytelling that GTA and people who buy GTA-based games are accustomed to having. Like, it's not just, like, single-tier kind of on rails. It's, like, it encompasses this broad spectrum. It's like a fully fleshed-out TV series smashed into a game and set in this open world that you have no easy way to move around. It's not like you can hop in a car, go destroy a bunch of stuff, and it's cool and it's fun and you get sidetracked. You're on a bloody horse. The most you can do is ride the horse off the cliff.
And it's going to take you literally 25 minutes to get to where you want to go, like actual real-time minutes.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that. But I don't know. Like, that being said, the game itself is a fucking, like, technical marvel. Like, the game is insane. It's like
incredible.
It looks incredible, and like, it's an achievement in design overall. It's just, I personally got really fucking annoyed with it and was let down. Yeah, especially after the first one. Red Dead Redemption 1 was incredible. Every minute of that,
That was
every
amazing.
minute of that game I loved. And then number 2 comes out. I'm like, this is gonna be even better. I'm like, whoa, it's not. It's a lot more boring. It's a lot slower.
But therein
et
lies,
cetera,
I
et
think,
cetera.
the big challenge is a lot of people kind of go, well, how big is the map?
I don't
Right?
care.
And a lot of
Yeah.
people get this. No, but a lot of people have this whole
I know.
this lockup about, the bigger the map, the more diverse the game's going to be. Like, and a part of me kind of gets tripped up about Cyberpunk because they say, well, here's the map, and they say, well, compared to The Witcher, it's smaller, but it's more condensed, and there's
And I'm like,
also
that
vehicles.
sounds
There's a
good to
lot of
me. Yeah.
other. Right, there's a lot of intricacies that are built upon that, and then they also kind of go back and say, well, a lot of people complained about the map size of The Witcher, but when I look at The Witcher and I think of, Red Dead 2 more specifically, you can't compare the two. I mean, themes, maybe, like in terms of horse, person on a horse, but I mean, that's where the comparisons really end.
Yeah.
There's so much more going on in The Witcher 3 that, like, I'm hard pressed to say the map was too big, but
Yeah, yeah. It's a really tough comparison because Witcher 3 there was so much more variation, I think, in it. And like you were saying, Nick, like it was all fantastical. Like the characters were totally different. The fact that there was magic in it, there was all sorts of crazy. There's fucking griffins flying around. I'm like, Red Dead Redemption 2 is like it's all the same shit. It's again, it looks really good, but it's just I don't know. It was yeah. But I don't know, like
Speaking of beating a dead horse, what else do we have to talk about this week?
hey, how you doing? So the Xbox Game Pass stick that everyone keeps talking about. Have you guys heard about this?
Yeah, I saw that. I thought
What?
that was pretty cool.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
this is news to me.
Microsoft. It's not confirmed yet, but it's basically every single person online has confirmed it, but Microsoft, and that they are going to probably, very likely, going to release like a kind of like a Fire Stick or Chromecast or whatever, but it's going to be specifically for Xbox Game Pass games, like xCloud.
xCloud.
So like it's going to be. No one really knows the specifics, but say, just for instance, imagine it's like a $50 stick, like a HDMI stick, that you just plug into any TV at all, and boom, you've got xCloud on your TV. And like, see, you would buy the stick with, I would assume, Xbox One controller or Series X controller or whatever, or any Bluetooth controller, I guess. And it would kind of be like Stadia. Because with Stadia, you need to buy the Chromecast Ultra and the controller, so it would be the exact same thing as that, but you'd have 200 games for $15 a month instead of 0 games for $15 a month.
Or games you have to buy. Yeah,
Oh, sorry, or games that you have to buy full price again on Stadia
with no discount.
with
Unlike
no
the Disney
discount,
Pass.
unlike Xbox and PlayStation, which always have sales. Anyways, yeah, so. This is the whole thing, and this is like I think this is like Microsoft's whole play, right? Is to get on every device possible. Like they don't want to have consoles anymore because they don't make any money off of them. They make what was it? I was listening to a podcast the other day.
But Stadia has really proven the point about if your broadband isn't good,
Oh yeah,
neither is your experience.
dude. I've tried XCloud at my house. It really all depends on the game. I think it's like a general consensus upon everyone who's tried it. I'm not even talking me or people I know. It's just like everyone online, everyone in San Francisco and LA. Like there's some games that run really well on it, and then some games that are just dog shit. Like Forza Horizon, for instance. I tried that. It's a slideshow. It's unplayable. But then I'll play something. Then I'll play something else though. Like what was I playing? I think it was Killer Instinct. It's flawless. There's no lag. It looks incredible. I'm like, how the hell is this any? I don't see how it's different. It has to do it's something to do with maybe the motion blur or something to do with like the bit rate because there's so much data coming down while you're playing, right? It's like so much stuff is getting transferred. It's not like Netflix or Spotify where it's just one thing and you pause it or play it, and that's it. It's like, no. There's like a million commands going back and forth constantly. Like, it's the throughput and the lag is like, you have to have that down to next to nothing. But like this stick, I think would be pretty cool.
A lot of these are, but these are all like really high level concepts, right? I mean, like all they're saying is, hey, for those that have got like gigabit and or fiber and whatever, these are your opportunities to really excel at these technologies, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, let's face it, in North America, we've got one of the worst internet connections. I mean, Canada ranks almost dead last for, you know, anything for mobile technology or, you know, broadband technology. I mean,
well,
like,
pricing
happened.
at least pricing is one of the worst. I think actually in terms of technology we're not bad at all. It's just pricing is just stupid. I think we actually have one of the worst prices, like per gigabyte or whatever it is, in the entire world. But yeah, like I do agree with you though. It's like you have to have like a really strong. I almost think it's more about Wi-Fi signal than anything. It's like if you have like a 50 megabit down or a 100 megabit down connection, it's if your Wi-Fi is shit, then it doesn't matter.
But
Like
Wi-Fi's never been like reliable enough for that. Like even
No.
my Netflix, like it's like it always downgrades from 4K to 1080.
Oh, I know.
4K again.
Well, Amazon
It's
Prime
like-
did. Amazon Prime. I was watching the new Borat movie the other night, and I could see the quality going up and down, up and down. I'm like, I have gigabit internet. What the hell is going on? And this was at
Yeah,
like
so,
11 p.m. at night. No one else in the house was doing anything. Like
so
I
when
wasn't.
you need stuff at like 1 millisecond with input lag, like,
Yeah, I know. It's
yeah,
like this is
on Wi-Fi.
the interesting
stick,
thing.
yeah.
The interesting thing that I saw though was Microsoft actually partnered with Samsung on, I think, the Note 20 or the Galaxy 20 or whatever the hell the latest phone is. Like Microsoft and Samsung actually partnered together to be like, oh, the Samsung Galaxy 20 is the unofficial Game Pass device or whatever the hell they were talking. Anyways,
Yeah.
Samsung and Microsoft did like some partnership deal where you get like a free Xbox controller with the clip for the phone and all that kind of stuff, and you get like 6 months of Game Pass for free if you buy a Samsung phone or something like that. But like they're obviously really trying to push this xCloud thing on phones. But like I would actually like it to work. I really would.
If 5G is as good as they say it is, and the latency is good, like
That's
but
like
again, this is
that's like another
wireless.
2. That's like another 2 years out.
Coronavirus vaccine first, right? So
Right. But
No,
then,
because
that's the
If we
thing
give
too.
you
Like
Corona.
No, it's 5G
Even
that
5G
gives you coronavirus. Apparently, that's what they.
No, it's the 5G antennas that they got.
Yeah,
in
that's the
empty
antennas.
parking
That's what
lots,
they do.
right?
Yeah.
But like as of right now, you have to be really close to even get anywhere close to half to max bandwidth. So any bit further, then it just degrades more and more and more. So I don't know, like the streaming stuff on the technology isn't there yet. If they want to go wireless, like, let alone Ethernet, it's not even there over Ethernet.
No, I know. It's
So like, I don't know, it's too early. But
Welcome
Microsoft's
to the
dumping
future.
us.
Right?
well, the nice
I
the,
know.
the good thing with I don't know the way that the reason I like the way that Microsoft's doing it is because they're not selling xCloud as a service. They're selling Game Pass and like and there's xCloud too if you want to try it. It's just included.
Yeah,
whereas
I like the way
Stadia's
Microsoft's
like,
doing
pay
it.
us for Stadia. It sucks, but it just give us money.
Yeah, I know.
There's
the way
no other
Microsoft
option.
Is doing,
Yeah. No, sorry.
yeah, the
go
way
on.
Microsoft is doing it, I think is the best way. Just $20 a month for the ultimate PC, Xbox, fucking your phone, your TV, wherever.
Yeah.
I like it. I just don't think the xCloud stuff is just there yet. But
Oh, it definitely
maybe
isn't.
they're just trying to build the base. They're trying to build the base, the interest. I get it. It's more of an investment for them at this point than anything.
Yeah, they were saying there was one interesting number. There was who the hell was it? It was Alana. You know Alana Pierce. She was saying that apparently Microsoft. This was bad math, but it was like apparently Microsoft's making something like $225 million a month from Game Pass subscriptions.
Jesus.
Like, just thinking about that, I was like, wait a minute, what? And that's just like $15 a month. There's 15 million users. I'm like, that's the math right there. It's like it's not difficult, but it was like obviously there's a shitload of like expenses and all sorts of stuff. But that's a crap load of money to be bringing in for, and that's
And
now.
if you
That's
think of
now.
where all
They
of
haven't
that-
even.
think of where all of that income is centralized to North America primarily, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we talked
Yeah.
about this in a previous podcast about where the hotspots for Microsoft versus Sony are really located.
Japan, they're dead in Japan. Like Microsoft,
Yeah.
I love how Microsoft still tries to be anything in Japan. I'm like, just give up. They're like, no, we're not gonna give up. This is their 4th system in Japan, and they've bombed every time there. I find that really interesting. But anyways, we might as well move on. I did actually want to talk about some games that we've been playing lately.
Atari console.
What's that?
The Atari console. The Atari console.
Oh, fuck that.
The Atari console.
Hey, Blade Runner's coming,
Hey,
man.
you've mentioned it.
Hotels soon.
You've meant. Oh, that thing. Yeah.
I want
That
big
console's
neon.
DOA. That console's
bring
DOA.
the dystopian future.
That console's so
I want
DOA.
fake snakes and cybernetic.
If you haven't, by the way, people, if you haven't watched Strange Days, watch Strange Days.
That's Strange Days.
It's a movie with. I still call him Ralph Fiennes, even though everyone says his name's Rafe.
You've
Rafe
never heard
Fiennes.
of Strange Days?
Strange
No.
Days is
Oh.
Strange Days is
No.
amazing.
It's not Ralph. It's Rafe. There's no L.
There's no L?
I don't think so.
I think
Yeah,
there's
you
Ralph.
could be right. You could be
Isn't
right.
it Ralph? Isn't it Ralph Fiennes?
You're right.
It's not-
There is an L, but it is pronounced Rafe.
English is
Such a good movie.
I hate English, but
Such a
Strange Day.
good
It's probably aged horribly by now, but it was
Oh,
such
yeah.
a good like dystopian kind of cyberpunky type like futuristic movie.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it supposed to be like the year 2000s rolling in or
Yep,
something
yep.
stupid like that? yeah.
Oh, Catherine Bigelow.
But okay. So listen.
Yeah.
This is me. This is me nerding out a little bit here. Nick knows about this as well. But what's it called in Cyberpunk with where you can rewind time and you can look in other people's minds?
It's
Shit.
just the trailer for that in Cyberpunk. It's
I've already
called-
forgotten what
yeah.
it's called, but they had a whole fucking trailer just about this
Yeah.
feature
Yeah.
in Cyberpunk. Anyways, I 100% guarantee you they took it or were influenced by Strange Days, which is who came up with the
Oh
idea.
yeah, 100%.
So what in
You've never
Strange
seen
Days?
anything like that ever
Oh yeah,
again.
exactly. Like in Strange Days, what you could do is you could put this little stupid hairnet on, which basically just looked like a hairnet with LEDs on it, and because this was a really high budget film, and then you could put this thing on your head, but you could record your experience, and what it would do is it would record all your visual, your audio, but it would also record all your physical sensations. So like, I'm just looking behind me. So like if you were getting tossed off or whatever, you'd feel that when you played it back. Like you could put this thing on, pop in the tape, because it was probably a tape back then, and press play, and you could play back all of this in this video. It was insane. But that Cyberpunk is 100% taken that from Strange Days. But it was a good movie. Like the at the end of the day, the actual movie was pretty fun too. So.
Brain dancing.
Brain
Rain
dancing.
dancing. There you go.
There you go.
But if they can implement the,
You gotta
if they
watch
can
Strange Days,
implement
though. You gotta watch it.
properly. If they can implement it properly with the gaming mechanics and stuff like they showed in the video, I think that would work. Like, who cares?
I
if it's
hope.
sloppy?
I just hope Cyberpunk's like a really deep, crazy game. Like I don't want it to be like surface level, just like running, gunning, and driving around. I want it to be like that brain dancing stuff was like hacking in and like looking in the mirror. Like that shit was the most interesting to me. It reminded me of playing the old Blade Runner PC game, like with the
Yeah.
like that was what I wanted. I was like, this is exactly it. This is perfect.
I hope so.
But yeah, so anyways, I don't know. I wanted to talk about what we've been playing. I played a very little bit of Star Renegades. Have you guys heard about that? It's kind of like a pixel art. It's basically it's a pixel art JRPG, but it's like a futuristic kind of like space spaceship, like, I don't know, sci-fi-ish JRPG. But the cool thing was, it was actually developed by a Toronto developer.
Massive Damage.
Yeah, Massive Damage.
Yeah, I know them.
And it's weird because at some points while I was playing, I played it for maybe an hour or so, and I was like, this is very cool. It's not my type of game, but it's very cool. Obviously, the reason I played it was because it was free on Game Pass, so I was like, fuck it, I might as well try it. Played it for about an hour, and, like, it looks really cool, and, like, I got some little spats of, like, really, really amazing lighting, and, like, some... Hell, I was playing it at 1440p with, like, a frame rate unlocked, and, like, all sorts of crazy effects applied to it. I was like, this is weird. Nerd. But yeah, like, it's... If you like JRPGs at all, it's definitely worth checking out. The reviews for it have been pretty decent. Again, not my type of game. I'm not really into that turn-based stuff. If it was more like I don't know, roguelite or like an action RPG, I'd probably be more into it. But yeah, pretty neat. And I think we actually played Among Us for the first time on the weekend, which apparently a couple people are playing that right now.
Few.
I don't know, a few million people. I can see why it's so popular.
I logged in to play, and nobody was playing anymore. So,
oh, Nicholas,
I was a little too inebriated.
Yeah, that's a surprise. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's what the hell am I gonna say that no one's heard about Among Us? It's like it's fun just to mess around. I will say this though, it's a lot more fun playing with like a bunch of friends. Because, like, you have to have 4 people minimum to even play it. Like, you can't play with less than 4 people, which I didn't realize.
I thought it was 5.
No, it's 4.
To have one imposter. 4?
No, it's 4,
okay.
Yeah. So, like, we had 4 people playing. I was like, this is okay, I guess. And then we, like, opened it up to public, so we had the 4 of us. So we had it set to private. All 4 of us would join. Then we'd set it to public. It would fill the rest of the lobby up to 10, and then we'd play. And then it was, like, really fun. It was actually a hell of a lot of fun. But I could only imagine having 10 friends all playing on, like, their own device or whatever. It's like, holy shit, that would be so much fun.
You know what? This kind of brings me back to, like, the old times in your basement years and years and years ago where we'd all jump into, like, LAN matches.
Oh, yeah.
And you just... It just becomes chaotic, right? And this, to me, embodies that chaotic kind of nature. And you're right. I think if you can get a bunch of people that have really good chemistry and are all really inebriated in one form or another, then, yeah, it's just absolutely nuts.
It was hilarious because, like, I remember Mike being, like... Mike being Mike. And, like, I literally couldn't tell if he was the imposter or not. He's sitting, like... as far as that table is from me. He was like sitting there. I'd look over, like, fuck, I can't even tell if he's the imposter or not. And I can see him. He's sitting there. And I still couldn't tell. I was like, God damn you. So yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. But and the nice thing is it's free on mobile, which I didn't even... First of all, I didn't know it was even on mobile. Secondly, I didn't know it was free on mobile. I was like, holy shit. Because I think it was $5 on PC. Which is like, who cares? It's $5. But the fact that I think it's cross-play as well. Like, you can play PC against mobile players, which is... It's like, during COVID, I'm like, I know why it's so popular now. The game is apparently 2 years old or something crazy. And it's like, it's just gotten popular now because of COVID. Yeah. So, which is, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I don't know, what have you been playing, Richard?
Lots of Ghost of Tsushima Legends. I'm looking over at Nick because Nick's one of my ghost buddies, the samurai over here. We've got a hunter with John who wasn't able to make it tonight, and then we have myself as our Ronin. So there are 4 different classes. We've got 3 of the 4 covered, and I just found out on Thursday night another buddy of mine is going to be playing with us. So we'll have a 4-person squad all on mic for the first time since we started playing. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely incredible. It's super well done. It's very addicting. The gameplay loop itself is extremely well done, coupled with really I guess, effective cosmetics.
Oh yeah.
I've very rarely been driven by cosmetics in games, but making your samurai look cool is my number one priority in this game currently. Um, and there's a item aspect to it as well. So there's other reasons that you want loot other than getting the cosmetic stuff, so leveling up to unlock the cosmetic stuff. So it's phenomenal.
God damn it! When's the PS5 come out again? I need.
Not soon enough.
I know.
I actually,
I'm waiting for
my
PS5 to play it.
My main concern is, can the PS5 and PS4 play together?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know yet. That's like one thing they haven't covered yet.
Are they releasing a full PS5 version later?
No,
No.
you know what? Well, there's no
Okay.
plans at least, but I wouldn't
Okay,
I
okay.
wouldn't put it past them to re-release
they've
all
gotta
their
be
old
able-
games.
They would lose so much of their online capacity for
Yes.
people that aren't going to be first adopters.
Look what they've done with
Fast.
Spider-Man. Look what they've done with Spider-Man.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
they're
But that's-
doing
You have to buy a brand new version of the game just to play like a new version, like a remastered version of it on PS5.
Yeah, but this wouldn't be a new version. Though. This would just be the same game, right? This is the equivalent of what Cyberpunk is doing with the X. It's like you buy one version and you get the free version upgrade.
Yes, but I think
most-
what Santino's saying though. Sorry, Richard. Is just like what Santino's saying is, if I'm not mistaken, Santino, you're saying like, are they gonna re-release the game like as a updated version of the game, like re-release the game as a new game on PS5? Because like
with
Xbox has
that
been way open. Xbox has been super forward with all like this whatever smart delivery thing that they're doing. It's like you buy it on Xbox One X and you're getting the full game for free on the Series X, regardless of whether or not it's updated or different or whatever. But PlayStation 4 to 5, I still don't really know what that plan is. Like that's still the kind of weird gray area where it's like if I
because that Spider-Man is a remaster for PS5. So I'm assuming
Yeah.
there'll be other games that'll also do remasters for PS5.
Yeah, like Sony
sure.
Sony could be like, here's the PS5 version of Ghost of Tsushima. It's another $80. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes, but so the games that came out this year, Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, the first party games that came out this year, don't expect to get them remastered anytime soon. But
No,
then
no.
B, what they have confirmed is that there will be boost mode equivalents available for those
Okay.
games.
Okay,
So it's,
that's
you're not going to get a remastered version. You might get it to load a little bit faster. You might get it at 4K 60 or whatever the hell this thing is going to do.
yeah.
So to your point, Nick, it's basically the same game. It is not technically a new SKU. It's the same SKU. You're shoving it into your system. You're downloading that same SKU,
Gotcha.
and then you want to play it, on this machine instead of that machine.
Gotcha.
So in theory, I hope it all works together, especially the multiplayer. Also, to your point, talk about killing your brand new multiplayer mode that you literally just would have.
Oh yes.
So they must not. They must. It must be playable. It has to be playable. I cannot. Like we need like a Sony super fan or whatever to confirm that because I have no idea.
Well, and this game has been touting, and not to diverge a little bit, but this game has been touting the raid mode, which hasn't been released yet. So now you also have this additional feature that you're ramping up a player base in order to support, because you have to be a minimum level. You can't do matchmaking. You have to be a squad of 4. You all have to be a minimum level, which takes an asinine amount of time to do. But in fairness, the online multiplayer aspect of this game is so stupid addictive that I'm happy to cut out parts of my day to spend half an hour, 50 minutes, playing once, twice, 3 times, maybe.
A lady.
sometimes.
Are there like daily missions and stuff? Oh god damn it!
There are, but only if you've reached that pinnacle of being able to play on nightmare mode, or you've finished the story. And the story is only cooperative for 2-player. And in my experience, as limited as it may have been, when you random up with somebody in story mode, you really do exit the game quite fast, because I'd rather play it solo than play it with a random person in the cooperative story mode.
Yeah, I don't like playing
And,
with. I don't like playing with randos.
No, yeah.
No fun.
Anyway, it's
Yeah.
it's going to be my next purchase after literally just having said at the start of this that I bought Ghost Runner. But anyway, right now I'm renting it from the library, but I'm going to invest in it because it's phenomenal. Actually, even my little half hour at the end of my day today, I played some more of the single player. And funny, I'd only really done the tutorial of the single player before jumping into Legends. And having played now, I don't know what, like 7-8 hours of the Legends content, I came back over in the single player. I was like, well, I'm gonna slice all y'all motherfuckers up. Like, it was not even a problem. I'm just jumping around, dicing people up. The game's like, yes, but what if we tutorialize you on how to? No, fuck you. Just slice.
Don't
slice.
need it. Don't need it.
We started at what, 8:30 the other night, or 8, just shortly
yeah.
after 8. It was like 11, and it was just like, no, that was only 2 hours. No. Do your math again, Nick. It was 3 hours. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
I want to sell my PS4 though. I don't want to have to.
Just do it. I already did. I already got rid of mine.
You did, eh?
Was it November 10th? Well, I don't know when I'm going to be getting the PS5. November. If Walmart cooperates and I get it on the 10th, then or the 12th.
You'll get it the day after it gets released.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not in a rush. Let's face it. I got too many games to play as it is. So
What else? I know that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I know that.
How do you know that, Nick? What else are you playing, Richard? What's your toilet time game of the week?
So,
Richard's toilet time game of the week.
Toilet time.
We'll get a real song in there. We'll get a real song in there soon.
And
no peg. Let's get Al Bundy.
So just a minute.
Just a minute, peg.
So this week's toilet time game, because I'm really bad at managing my money, I bought Slay the Spire again, but this time on mobile. So I own Slay the Spire already on PC that would literally be 20 steps away from where the bathroom is.
Yeah, but you can't be pooping while you play it.
Well, that's it, because it's not in the bathroom, and I don't
Exactly.
plan to move the PC into the bathroom. That's where I bought it. I thought about buying it on Switch when it first released on Switch a little while ago, but I didn't. And this is just I played it when it came out in early access. Has everyone played Slay the Spire?
I think it's on Game Pass for just Xbox, not on PC.
No. So have you ever played Dominion? I'm looking at my giant box of Dominion card game.
I've heard of it. I've heard it's really good.
Okay.
But...
Yeah. It's a deck building game. Essentially,
I knew it was a card. I knew it was a card like Magic or whatever, but like obviously animated and stuff. So
yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like that. You build up your deck as you go through these levels, and it's also a roguelike in that there's a kind of a definitive endpoint for your run. Right, either you beat the boss or you don't. If you don't, you come back to the beginning. You restart. You re-roll maybe some of your perks at the start. You maybe take a different character or some different cards for your deck, and then you try it again. With the idea that you're getting progressively better each time you go through one of these spires, one of these runs. And there's multiple branching paths with lots of random shit that can happen to you as you go through it. So highly recommend it anywhere you can get it. If you can get it on Game Pass, definitely try it out there. It's stupidly addictive. My bathroom sessions have elongated. I think my family might have been wondering where I was multiple times over the last week. But
how numb have your feet become?
Yeah, so I'm an elbow on leg guy, and
so you're a human man, is what you are.
Yes, yes, exactly. There's just giant red welts on my legs as soon as I stand up.
Honey, what the hell is wrong with your knees? Nothing. Shut up. I am level 12. I am level 12 in Gumballs and Dungeons.
That's my toilet time game. Other stuff has just been old stuff that I've been chipping away at. I played another run through Hades. Still only like an hour through that. It's incredible.
I've been meaning to pick that up.
Still need to play it.
I'm really excited about picking that up.
Super
Still need to
good.
play it.
It's on sale right now on the Epic Game Store. I just saw it for 22. So if you have that coupon that expires
Don't
this
say
weekend,
that. Seriously?
the $14 coupon, you can get it for whatever, $7-8.
Oh my god. See,
Is
I've
that
got
only
it.
on,
I've got it sitting on
Steam
my
or
Switch.
PC?
It's on Switch
It's
as well.
on
Oh,
Switch,
Switch.
Steam,
Switch.
Epic. Yeah.
I literally
I-
have it sitting on my Switch behind me, but I'm like, it
All
takes
the things
so
that I
much
don't
effort. It takes so much effort to turn on the TV and the Switch.
Well, it's on Steam too, and it's on
I
Epic
know,
Game
I
Store,
know.
so-
I have no excuse.
My
Literally no
PC has
excuse.
been like
Oh.
sitting idle now for the past like 3 months. So
I
I
think
mean, like,
it is planned for PS4, but I don't know when. I'm not sure
I don't know.
when. But it's real good. I would make sure you wish listed or whatever
It's re-
options you have these
I've,
days.
I've,
real
I've heard
nice.
that. I'm almost half tempted to get it.
Yeah, it's really good. Last of Us 2. I played another few hours of it this weekend.
Yeah.
I can really only play that game like once a week for a few hours. The really nice thing is that it's a pretty easy game to play. Like I'm not building any muscle memory playing it the way that I should be doing with Hades or something like that. You just you gotta get back into it, like, oh yeah, okay, it's this button. Oh, this is the active listen one. Okay, you
Yeah.
remember everything and you're good to go. So I'm just kind of letting the story wash over me at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm still enjoying it. I still like the characters, the environment. I think I've hit the halfway point. I'm about 19 or 20 hours into it, so I think it's 2/3 of the way done based on what I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. How are you doing with it, Dan? How far are you in?
What's the other
Oh,
game?
you don't have
What's
a
the other game you're
anymore?
playing, Richard?
I don't have a PlayStation anymore. That makes playing it difficult.
What other game are you
Very
playing?
difficult
I
to
made
play.
sure I uploaded my cloud save though, so I can play it on
Wait,
PS5.
smart.
Dan, did you format the drive or whatever, like factory default it?
Yeah.
Factory reset? Okay. Because, like, that was my home PS4.
Oh, did it mess your thing? Okay, yeah. Well,
No, I don't think it did. I just don't want it, like, to be, like, still logged in or still, like...
oh yeah. Like when I
Yeah.
get my PS4, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck? Who's signing into my account?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." So we'll have to
You
we'll have to coordinate that.
Yeah. And, yeah, because I'll probably... Shit, I should check now if... I'll probably just have to set it back to mine now
Yeah.
for me to use. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't screw anything up. We'll
That's
see.
hilarious.
Should be fine. Phasmophobia.
Oh my god.
So we got
So,
4 players going to that too. I've got a couple buddies.
Jeez, how many games are you playing? Do you work?
I do. Yeah.
He works and has children.
Yes.
Amazing.
You know what he does? He doesn't sleep.
Sleep a very little amount.
Ah.
It's
He
very
sleeps for
unhealthy.
13 minutes a night, just like Margaret Thatcher. Or whatever.
Especially for a game like Phasmophobia, where let me regale you with the final game I played on Saturday night with my buddies. So we're 4 people. We could coerced another friend of a friend to buy this thing. So this is the first time we're playing with 4 people. We've still only unlocked the 2-person size maps. There are bigger maps too, but
Oh, okay.
we're still on these like two player size is the recommended size.
Yeah.
So we go into this old ass farmhouse, and there's a Ouija board sitting on this bed. You know, the thing you put the fingers on. That move around.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So we hadn't actually seen one of these before. A guy walks up to it, touches it, activates it, starts to glow orange, fucking shuts it down right away. Like, hey, come over here, new guy, and press this thing. So new guy comes over, presses the thing. A farmer, just with a giant scythe.
Scythe.
Thank you.
Scythe.
Just with his back facing towards us, starts turning around, going, ah, screaming at us. Guy's like, fucking turn it off. Walk out of the room. We're done. Fucking done.
No, that would be me. That would be me. I'd be like, no, I wouldn't. Actually, I wouldn't even install it. I wouldn't get to that point.
So my problem, Santino, is I don't get very much sleep, and when I play video games like this, I go to bed thinking of,
Yeah.
and I just can't sleep at all.
What was this game called? Phantasmagoria?
Phasmophobia.
Yeah, Phasma or
So
Phasma.
the best part is, Nick, the best part is you can also play it in VR.
Yeah.
Because that's tempting.
Because
doing
that just gives people fucking nightmares.
And apparently, if you yell at the ghost and call the ghost a cunt, he'll actually come out and attack you.
Yeah, so that's
Okay,
that's
so
I'm not even shitting you. If you yell out, "Hey, fuck you, ghost! You're a cunt," he'll be like, "What's that?" and he'll come and attack you, or he'll like appear or whatever.
100%, we called him an asshole. We couldn't get him to do anything.
So like, how hilarious is that?
And you have to. So it uses Cortana on Windows to
really?
do voice speech recognition. Yeah, you have to make sure it's
Holy
all set up.
Holy shit, that's crazy! I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it really is. So it has a name. It tells you at the start, like, "Hey, we did some reconnaissance for you." There, the name of this ghost is Michael Jackson, and turns out you gotta go into the house and find the room that Michael Jackson wants to stay in. In this particular event, it happened to have been a child's room. I can't make this
come
up.
on.
It actually happened that way.
No, his name was Michael Jackson. The ghost's name was Michael Jackson. You're in a child's room.
Yeah. And he wanted to set up in the child's room. So, he reacts to you different ways. It'll tell you like, oh, this ghost only reacts to people who are by themselves. Scary as shit. Or this ghost will react to anyone, which means you can be with your group of 3 or 4.
Okay.
To boys. So what they tell you is like you just walk around the house saying their name and they'll do shit. Depending on the scenario of by yourself or with other people. But then if you come into contact with like a Ouija board or a spirit box, which is this radio, you can actually ask questions. Who murdered you? How old are you? Why are you still here? There's a whole list online of like questions you can ask, and they will answer. Sometimes by murdering you, sometimes by like moving the Ouija board around and shit like that. It's bonkers.
No, I don't like that. It's too creepy.
I don't even keep my eyes open in movie theaters back when we had them.
I'm a pussy. I'm a big pussy.
Like this. I would just kind of have a realization that something dropped in my popcorn, and I'd have to like dig down for it. Mm-hmm. And by the time I came back up with whatever it is that I needed, that M&M that was sitting on the top, that movie.
Yeah, like
this in VR would basically be the end of me and VR altogether. So
I'd throw it. I'd break it. I'd be like, that was a fun $1,300 investment.
To be clear,
I'd throw it on the fucking ground and I'd step on it so that it wouldn't attack me again.
Not gonna happen. No. So and I should preface, I was the guy who wasn't even going to the movie theater just to see the horror movies. Like I don't like horror. I like suspenseful type movies. I do not watch horror or gory movies. So the fact that I spent $15 on this to be scared, I think says a lot about my friends that and
see, if you're playing with like say is it 4 players, right? Yeah. See, if you're playing with 3 friends, then yeah, that's a bit different. Like if the 4 of us were playing a game, I'd be like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
But Jesus, and just to let you know, Andy's in chat and he says to tempt Michael Jackson out with nose putty.
Great. Sure.
Nose putty?
Yeah.
Because he's had some...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, why not?
I've got some nose putty. Come on out, ghost of Michael Jackson.
It might work.
Why?
This game's weird, man. I don't know.
He has a hole in his nose. That's all it is. That's all he's saying. I don't think Andy likes Michael Jackson very much. So yeah, since we're kind of running a little bit long here, I'll just quickly blast through some of the games that are.
I was playing iRacing. Wanted to let everyone know I was playing iRacing. Sorry.
Since we all fucking know that's what you're playing. We already know that Nick's getting all hot and bothered about
car
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Is there anything else like weird that you're playing, Nick? Anything crazy? Anything sassy?
It's really funny. So at dinner time, Jen's like, making dinner or whatever, and she's like, why don't you go play a day? My day started with me knocking over my Chemex pot. Thankfully, not on the floor, but like I hit it with my kettle. And I was just like, Jesus Christ. And the day just cascaded downwards just from that point. And so at dinner time, she's like, "Just go play a game." And I sat and I was like, "Yeah, you know."
Wait,
so
what? Your wife
turned on
said
the
go play a
PS4.
game?
I know, right? Gee, that never happens.
No,
She
what did you
clearly
do to her?
wanted
What did
nothing
you
to do with me?
Yeah, I was gonna
Did
say.
you leave the credit card behind by accident and she wanted to do some
No.
shopping without you noticing, or?
Yeah, don't look over
we
here,
don't
Nick.
even
Go
share
play.
bank accounts, so I mean, like, that's not
What
with
did
my
you play?
spending
What did you
history.
play? Did you play? Was it arcade stuff or what?
Well, and that's the funny thing. So I booted up the PS4 thinking, okay, well, I'll jump into Ghost of Tsushima. And the other day I was complaining that I kind of set my ghost up kind of in a weird way.
Yeah.
And I really didn't like it. Like it took me a little while to kind of refigure him out. And so I redid it. And then I realized I don't really have 50 minutes to do this before dinner time. So I said, screw it. So I turned it off and then I booted up. What did I boot up? I booted up Rocket League.
Oh,
and
nice.
so I played a round of Rocket League, and I thought, that's a
perfect.
game that you can play really quickly, and if you don't like it, you can turn it down, whatever.
Yeah.
And I've been playing competitively, so I got into a gold league and whatever, and then I played it, and I just got so frustrated. I was just not the right mindset for it, and I said, fuck it. So I just deleted the game right from my dashboard. I said, screw it, I don't care anymore.
Okay,
Deleted.
so just to summarize Cole's notes here. Your wife wanted you to go and relax and sent you to go play a video game, which made you so frustrated that you uninstalled said video game and deleted it entirely from your system.
I did. Well, I mean, digital. I mean, it's never truly deleted.
Sure.
And then I was thus called dramatic afterwards for my silly actions. And then I booted up GTA thinking, oh, hey, it's been like about 3 years since I've turned that on. And then sure enough, it said, oh, hey, I've got about a 4 gig download update patch to do. And I was like, forget it. I turned it off and I just put it back upstairs. And, said story came out and I got mocked. So, and that, I didn't play anything else. But I am going to play Ghost of Tsushima after this, and I will be able to dedicate another couple hours because, quite honestly, I don't sleep very much either. And 10:30 is about 4 hours early for my bedtime, so I've got lots of time.
Yeah, I'll probably play iRacing after that. I'll probably play iRacing after this, because that's probably what I'll play.
Yeah, you got to do a bunch of.
What's iRacing? I've never heard of that.
So I think if we can knock out this video game in 20 questions real quick, I could play a little bit of 2-player with you. So let that be a motivation.
You sons of bitches! You sons of bitches!
We'll do some story mode. Oh, let's do some story mode.
I hope you guys still give a shit when I actually get around to playing that game.
No, you're gonna have to grind that shit out on your own because we're gonna be doing the raid. And it's
awesome. Bandwagon.
Actually, Santino,
when that game
Santino
comes out,
and I will get
Cyberpunk will actually be out.
No, it won't be.
And you'll be fucked.
Actually, I still have my PS4, so maybe I will buy it. Just purposely, mainly so I can be ahead of Dan. And
Yeah. You know what? Go ahead and buy it because then I'll get a free copy of it. So go for it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You're like, damn it.
Arguably, and John and Richard and I were talking about this the other day that when Cyberpunk does come out, obviously there's going to be a shift in mentality when it comes to playing a game. And Cyberpunk, to the best of my knowledge, is single player solo. So there is an aspect of having a game like Ghost of Tsushima that does, kind of enrich the formula of playing multiplayer again, right? I mean, like it was kind of like Halo, where it made it fun again to play as a group. And it wasn't repetitive, even though it was a bit of a grind, but it was fun, and it gave you enough of a challenge that it kept you coming back. And so even though Cyberpunk will eventually come out, Dan, there's always going to be room to say, hey, I'm new, I'm starting, I'm bronze.
Oh, yeah, I'm not worried about
Nightmare.
I'm not worried about that. It's more playing with you guys. It's like, if you're going to be bored at that point, like, oh, fuck, we've already moved on to something else.
Not at all. Not at all.
See, because I would be if it was... if the tables were turned, I would definitely be moved on to something else. Because I have the attention span of a squirrel.
Horizon Zero has captivated me.
I still think about that game. I still think about that game to this day.
Oh, beautiful game! I am so looking forward to number 2.
I beat every.
That's the only reason why I'm gonna buy a PS5.
Well, that and Ratchet and Clank for me, but yeah.
It's not gonna be on PS4 as well.
I know, but oh no, I don't think Ratchet and Clank is.
No,
I think
so.
Ratchet and
What?
Clank is. I think Ratchet and Clank is PS5
Wow.
exclusive. Same
Yeah.
with.
Good for
Yeah,
that.
same with. Actually, no. Horizon is going to be PS4. They've already said Horizon is going to be PS4 and PS5.
Okay.
But
And if they do
Ratchet
anything
and Clank
close to
though
what they
is going
did-
to be PS5 exclusive purely because of the whole point behind the game is that whole fast loading of the next zone. Like they built literally a feature of the PS5 into the game, so it's like it has to be exclusive to PS5. But yeah. You guys want to do video game 20 questions or what?
Do
Yeah,
it.
but let's just not like take an hour to do it.
Yeah, I know. Just quick
Yeah,
fire,
but you know what?
quick
Though we
fire
can whip
questions.
out like 10 questions now.
Yeah, we got faster about it last time.
No, you guys are definitely getting better, and I will actually correctly do it this time. I swear to God.
Well, I don't know. Richard really stumped us last time. I mean, that was hard, and I think we purposefully went slow because we were so fucking beside ourselves trying to figure it out.
That was
I'm
good
so
though.
mad
What, the
at
Willy
myself that
Beamish?
I
The
wasn't-
Willy Beamish? That was good.
I'm so mad at myself that I didn't get that.
I love it that one.
Oh, I'm
continues
pissed.
on
I was
part of
really
it.
pissed. I was like, what? Fuck, I love that game too.
You've set the bar.
Yeah.
You've set the bar.
And that bat scene was the one I couldn't fucking beat too. Like I remember.
Me too.
was
Yeah.
a good one.
To this day, it still owns me. I watched that whatever hour and a half or 2 hour long video or
I
scrubbed
know,
it.
like this is all it is 2 hours.
That's
It feels like that was like
I must
such a
have played it-
long period of my life.
I must have played it so many times. I
Right.
just inevitably delaying the part till I get to the bat, and then when I get there, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking get it this. No, I didn't get it this time.
All right, gentlemen.
Alright.
Yeah,
Let the
Okay.
questioning begin.
I gotta bring up the show notes one
yeah,
second.
I have the show notes up here too. Okay.
Have we said the name of the game? No, I'm just kidding.
You know what? I'm not asking that question anymore because it's apparent to me that Dan does not pay attention.
Since I'm gonna be apologizing for that for a while.
Yeah.
That's on me. I accept that.
Okay.
You gonna
Is
start
this,
us off?
yeah, is this game from before the year 2000?
No.
Sweet, I have a chance.
Is this game made by a Western developer?
Technically, yes.
Fuck. What?
Really, all
Technically, yes.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Don't
All right,
put no.
technically, yes.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Santino's actually paying attention.
Yeah, idiot. I'm looking at the show notes.
Very soon to fail.
Santino's paying attention. Good lord.
Happy that he hasn't talked about Hitler
talk to the press.
or anything of that.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to
You
say.
know?
I'm not allowed to mention Hitler again.
Was this a first party game?
Ooh, that's a fucking good question, actually.
That just means that it's obscure.
Hmm.
You know what?
Right?
No.
I mean, like you can read
No,
that.
no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. First party? First party game? No.
Okay.
Was this game part of a series?
Yes.
Did this game come out on multiple systems / platforms?
Yes.
Well, if it wasn't first party, then that makes sense.
Well, I mean, they have third party exclusives. Like you think about Platinum used to do all the
The band.
Bayonetta stuff.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I mean,
but then they ended
but
up
this is
coming-
a
yeah.
but this is a Western developer, right? So
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just
So-
saying that's.
yeah. So I
You
mean, like
wasted a
let's
whole
like.
question, Richard. That's what he's getting at.
Yes.
But the faster this goes, the faster I play Ghost of Tsushima. So
Yeah, okay.
From here
Hurry
on
the
out.
fuck up.
Yeah.
Before the year 2000, no. Western developer, no. First party, no. Party in a series, yes. Multiple systems, yes. Was this game before 2010?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so
Instead
we got a 10-year window.
Yeah, but we should ask like which system it's on. If it's
Well, it's on
multi-platform, then we can-
it's on multiple systems. I don't know why I said
Yeah,
four.
but if we ask like if it's on PS4,
Well, now,
Oh shit!
now we can ask.
Shit! Sorry. Oh wait, nah. Okay, the multiple systems thing's tricky because
it's a timed
fuck.
exclusive.
No, it's gonna mess with you. No, it's gonna mess with you guys. It's gonna mess with you guys. Like it is on multiple.
Jesus.
It is on multiple systems, but it's
Nice.
like, fuck. You know what? Yes.
Did
you know
you
what?
not preface this whole thing by
I
saying
did-
you weren't gonna screw up?
I'm not screwing up. It is technically. You know what? Fuck you, Nick. It is on multiple systems, and you'll see why when it comes.
God damn
What are you
it.
drinking there,
Give
Dan?
us a
What
brief
did
on the-
you?
Did it release on multiple systems? Is the question.
Did it,
No, I wanna-
did
I
it
wanna
originally
do the-
release on multiple systems? No.
Okay. Thank
It's a
you.
timed
Yeah.
exclusive.
Okay, so is it
I'll
time
change it. I'll
exclusive?
change
Yeah,
it just to be nice. Yeah, did it
Or
originally
we ask-
release on multiple systems? No, it didn't. Yeah, so I'll yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't done
I
this
know.
500 times like Damon Hatfield. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
That's totally fair. 21 times though. So first party game, first party
20
game,
times.
no, and also it didn't release on multiple systems originally. So it is one of those instances where it was released by a third party as a platform, at least initially a platform exclusive.
So
And now we can narrow down to Santino's point if you wanted to ask stuff like Xbox,
yeah.
360, Xbox One, or what the fuck, original Xbox?
Well,
what do we call that?
Well, we could ask if is this did it come out on Xbox first? Xbox first or
Yeah.
Well, it's between 2010 or 2000 and 2010, right? I mean, we can narrow down is it pre or post 2005, right? And give us a smaller window.
Wait, 360 was 2005, 8. I thought. When did 360 come out?
Was it 8?
I thought so.
I'd rather just get.
Hey,
the
no
system
internet.
tell us
Just
through.
kidding. I thought you guys knew stuff about video games. That's very
2005, you
sad.
no, it nailed it. Yeah, November 2005. Okay, let's do the Xbox thing. So then, at worst case scenario, we ask Xbox. We have to burn 2 questions by then narrowing down between the original or the 360. Same principle, though. If he says no, then we have to do the same question between PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. So either way, we're 2 questions burned.
Yeah.
Unless
But a
it's
Western developer.
on a console.
You've only asked 6
either-
questions. You've only asked 6 questions. You got like a ton left. So.
So we could ask a console, then the developer, or then the console maker.
And you guys have basically guessed the game, I think, every single time so far. So.
Except for Willie Beamish.
Shut the fuck up. Still bitter about that.
All right,
Anyway.
Santino,
Okay, ask a question.
Yeah, ask just Santino. Ask a question.
I'm dying for a question.
Did this game originally debut on an Xbox 360?
It did not.
Mm-hmm. Did this
Shit,
game
man,
originally debut on a PlayStation 2?
No.
It could still PS3, PS4.
No.
Xbox.
3 would have been.
No wait.
Actually, 3 would count too. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 3 was. Oh my god.
Yeah,
when the hell was
2000.
So we're looking at 360. No, hold on. What? Sorry,
PS3.
let me take a look at the show notes.
We're looking at PS3.
Debut in a Oh shit. Because you asked about 360 and the PS2. 360 and PS2 don't cross generation, right? Or they do, but really on the tail end of the PS2.
So should the next question be on PS4?
No, it would. Well, before 2010, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be PS4. It would be
3.
PS3.
Sorry, 3. Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. Sorry.
I thought you said
Yeah.
3.
But I think that's an assumption now, right? I mean, we can go with that assumption without
Yeah, can
asking
we
that question.
Can we- Yeah.
Oh wait, no. I mean, it could be an Xbox, right? The original Xbox,
Yeah.
and it could be,
True.
and it could be a PS1, right? When did PS1 was in that time zone too? That's
Well, we've got enough questions to use up. I think we should use up a couple to just narrow down the console.
You got a
Yeah.
bunch. You got a bunch to burn, and I'm not like just saying that, but you do.
All right, so
you have,
ask
like,
it. I
10
mean, because
questions.
I mean, obviously, it's not an exclusive to a console. So I mean, figuring out which one it came on is important.
Oh. All right, Dan, did it debut on a PS3?
No.
So then Xbox.
Or
It's
a
gotta be
Nintendo,
Xbox
or a
now.
Nintendo platform. There were Nintendo platforms in there too.
Yeah,
how
but I
many-
mean-
how many timed exclusives were?
Not first party. Yeah, you're right. Not
Right.
many. If probably
Right.
none.
Yeah,
Uh,
Nintendo is kind of unique that way, right? It's
But those
you know,
were those. I
really-
mean, sorry. Go ahead.
no. I was gonna say it's not a first party game, and it's not to say that because Capcom released games on those platforms.
That would have been a good one. Andy said, "Ask if the hardware maker was American." Hey, Dan, is no. I guess we know now, do we? It's got to be on the Xbox, the original Xbox.
Could still be on PC.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Dan, was the hardware maker American?
No.
Please,
Where's
why?
Andy asking these
And when-
questions
and when-
on Twitch?
and
It's,
when you say hardware maker, obviously you mean like the console that was developed, or the console that
Yeah.
was created,
Yes.
right? Okay.
So that
Was
so
the
that
hardware
eliminates
maker-
PC.
Was the hardware maker American? No. Yeah.
And he
All
didn't
right,
say.
so
Or are we using like made in China, the motherboards?
No.
Okay.
well,
No, like the console, because like there's in that era there were a few that were made in America, like mainly.
So PS1?
Yeah.
Should we ask?
Yeah. Go for it.
25. I mean, PS1 did span a big generation, but does that really help
Here.
us? Because I mean, could this?
You're getting a lot of help in the Twitch chat, by the way.
Are we?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Do we know the genre? We don't know the genre.
No, we don't.
We don't know if you can wear hats. That's also pretty important, Mike. It's true. We'll save that for question number 18. I promise to pledge to
Mike-
you, Mike. Question 18 will be about hats.
Mike is also a great fan of Game Scoop, which I can tell.
Yeah.
Have we asked this game before? That's like, or have we mentioned this game in this episode or whatever?
Yeah. Oh no, you're right. PlayStation 2 release date was 2000. So it could have debuted on PlayStation 1, but that would have been.
Andy, I
That
have
would've
not
been
activated anal mode. I am on point. I am on point this week. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Okay, so
Last
that
week, maybe
makes-
not, but
That makes shit very confusing then, because let's run through this for the benefit of the chat. Before the year 2000, no. So it's between the year 2000 and 2010. It's Western developed the game. It's not a first-party game. It is part of a series, and it originally released on did not originally release on multiple systems. It didn't debut on the 360, PS2, or PS3, and the hardware maker is not American. So maybe it is a PC maker.
don't concentrate too much on the hardware maker. You're not gonna get anywhere with that.
Yeah, I think we're going off on a tangent. We're losing focus here. Do we want to talk about
another
like
fucking arcade game? This is gonna be another arcade game.
you know what? I don't know.
Or a pinball
Post
game or
2000,
something? A pinball game. or
post and
something.
pre in the 20s. You know what? I don't know. There's coin ops.
You know what,
Really
arcade?
kinda
You know what,
lost, like, that
pinball?
wasn't their
Pinball.
golden
It's
era.
it's never gonna be a pinball game. Let's just kind of
Okay,
put that
fine.
out there.
Dan,
It's never
Dan,
gonna be a
another
fucking
rule.
pinball game. Let's just make that a
Dan,
rule right now.
Did people primarily play this game outside or away from their home?
No.
Shit.
All right, but that eliminates all the portable games, though.
Oh. Nailed it.
right? I mean, like think of the handheld
Doesn't
market right there.
necessarily.
PSP, yes, absolutely.
Come on!
I never played.
I
I had a Game Gear and I never played it once outside of anyone's house.
It's gonna be a fucking PSP game.
Semantics, buddy. Semantics. That's bullshit.
Ah,
It's a PSP game.
you didn't ask is it a portable system or not.
PSP game. I think it's gonna be a PSP game. Hey Dan, is this a PSP game?
No, it's not a PSP game.
Motherfuck! I'm stopping asking questions.
Oh crap!
And you baited me.
Where'd my
into
show
that
notes
PSP
go?
question.
Where'd my show notes go? God damn it!
I have both a PSP and a Vita. Talk about bad investments. Okay.
Hey, Vita. Actually, PSP was good. Vita was.
I had a Vita. I liked it.
Yeah. Vita was alright.
PSP had like
It
a
just needed better
legit.
game.
Okay, we're on 13 now.
Anyways, yeah, you got 13.
Hey Dan,
Yes.
Is this a first-person shooter?
Yes.
Finally, a yes. All right. That's
Can
helpful.
you kill aliens in this first-person shooter?
I want to say yes.
Jesus Christ.
No, just let me confirm. It's like, it's not.
And the songbird, for the love of God, was a person.
Fuck's sake.
It's cryptic answers.
You know what? No.
No, you don't kill aliens.
You do not kill aliens in this first-person shooter.
Hey Dan, is this a war-based game? Is the theme?
You're gonna laugh because I'm not too familiar with it, but it's you do kill aliens in this game. Do you kill aliens in this game? Yes. What was the next question? Sorry.
I almost feel like it's not even worth it now.
Oh, shush!
Okay, new rule: you can only pick games you're very familiar with,
Or at least done your due diligence with research on.
Yeah.
You know, there's such a thing as fucking the internet, right?
I have. Okay.
Fucked
What was
the
your
internet.
question?
Yeah, you fucked the internet. Okay.
You fucked the internet.
I think
Is
we
it
should almost change this
a
format.
war-based game?
A
Yeah.
war-based game? Can you kind of elaborate
Is
on
the
that?
theme? Is the theme war? You are in a war.
Huh. What is it good for? Absolutely not.
Hurrying the fuck up to level 20 so I can do something I enjoy.
Huh?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. You know what? Yes. What was the exact question? Is the background?
You tell us what. That's the whole point of the
Yes.
game.
I said yes. I said yes.
Okay, right.
War? Yes.
Okay. So an alien-based war game.
Is this game part of a franchise?
We already got that.
Yeah, we said
Series.
yes.
Oh.
A series.
Oh, yes. Part of a series. Shit. But we didn't say if this was part of... Is this the first game in the series? Hold on for a second.
Oh,
Hey Dan, is this the first game in the series?
Yes.
oh, maybe it's.
Like mice? Or do you think
And
once...
he's asking about time
no.
splitters.
The first person shooter.
Oh, time splitters. Time splitters is a good guess.
Oh, shit.
Halo?
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
Hmm.
Halo? You think maybe Halo?
But he
That
said
came
it.
out on
The,
Xbox.
he said the hardware maker is not American, right? That would be Xbox.
Oh,
And don't worry, I'm
So-
not being a douche and saying like, oh, the Xbox is technically manufactured in China. Like, no.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
okay.
Xbox is
So-
an American
Time
company.
Splitters- Time Splitters is a good guess. It originally debuted on PS2, but
which
we
game is
asked
this, right?
we asked if it was a PS2 game and debuted on PS2 game. This is Time Splitters. Andy was suggesting. So I don't think it's that. Are we on question? What question are we on?
17. So you got 3 questions and a guess.
Dan, do you wear a hat in this game?
You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say no.
No hats in this game. You
Do
say.
you wear a hat in this game? No.
Mike says zone.
God, it's no. It's no way this is a PC game, is it? Like Half-Life or something? There are no aliens in Half-Life.
You wear a hat in this game? No.
Nick's come back to the greatest question ever asked.
Sure.
Jesus Christ. Half-Life
came out in '98, so I guess it would be Half-Life 2.
Yeah, but you know what though? Here's the thing. He had to think about the developer, and he had to think about if you kill aliens in the game.
But it is also,
so it can't be Half-Life.
No, but it's also first game in the series, and he's also saying he's not familiar with it. So I would assume he's familiar with Half-Life. So it's not that.
I assume so. I might disconnect.
Yep. Dan, have we mentioned this game yet?
Nope. And no, you haven't.
I have not. Are you sure? It's not an extra question.
You definitely, yeah. Are you sure? No. Are you really the owner of the Quickie Mart? Yes.
All right. We don't have much
Thank
to go
you.
on here.
Come
it's a
again.
first-person shooter, Western developed. Not.
We haven't even
American
isolated the fact that. Yeah, we haven't even isolated the platform.
It's a Western developer for an Eastern hardware maker or a non-American hardware maker anyway. It's got to be a PC game of some sort. We skipped over PCs.
Yeah, but that time frame is really odd, like 2000 to 2010.
Yeah. I mean, we spent too many questions on the
up?
console. We should have asked console or PC. That would have helped. Anyway.
Yeah, for next time.
Yeah. Anybody got a last question before we have to throw a guess out there?
Do you ride in anything in this game?
If you do, it's not known for that. Like I honestly can't remember. It's you know what I mean? It's not a game where you would think
it's not a game mechanic.
No, it's not something
it's
where
not
like,
part of the game
I remember doing this a lot in this game. It's like, no. If you do, it's extremely minor, so it's not a game that's known for that.
All right, we're soliciting guesses.
Willie Beamish?
No,
I'm
incorrect.
voting
So you
King's
guys
Quest.
have You guys have lost. Yeah,
Quest
King's
for
Quest.
Glory.
King's
Quest
Quest.
for Glory. No, King's Quest was, but Quest for Glory was perfect. It was first person.
I don't know.
I don't know. Someone take a guess. We're never gonna get this.
I don't know, Mike said.
You know what? Why do I want to fall back on like a Doom because of our conversation with High Score the other week? It's going to be like I almost feel like, but I mean the time frame doesn't work for that. But it's a Western developer.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I give up.
boy.
Is that an option?
You giving up? I mean, it's always an option.
Yeah. I just leave.
Concede defeat.
Okay. Let's just.
So we
pick
got
something.
one question.
Nope.
Jesus Christ.
No, you have a guess. You have a guess. You don't even have a question.
Oh, we have a guess.
You have a guess. You can tell me. You can guess what game it is, and that's it. That's all you got.
How about Resistance: Fall of Man? Do we like that one? That's PS3 though.
Go for it.
It's PS3. I don't even know what. It would have to be a PC game.
PS2 game, couldn't it?
No, we asked PS2.
Oh,
Said
yeah.
no PS2.
Yeah.
No 360, no PS3.
And it's non-vehicle based.
Yeah. Nah. Almost
Like,
It didn't even. Oh shit! It wouldn't even be. No.
Rabble.
I don't know.
Dan, is the game fuck your cousin?
Hurry up before
Night
my phone
Trap.
dies.
Is the game Night Trap?
Night Trap.
No.
Oh, no. I'm just doing a quick scan. Oh,
Hurry up before my phone
now that
dies.
came out multi-platform. Your mic's going out? Is that what you're saying?
No, his
My
phone's
phone
gonna
is dying.
die.
Oh, your phone. Bye, Santino. Love you.
Bye, Santana.
It was really nice to know you.
No, I want to know what the game is before.
Okay, Dan, is the game Battlefield? Nope. Hang on. He said
Guess.
aliens.
Guess.
He said aliens.
Give me a guess.
Dead Space.
Dead Space? Is
Is
it
it Dead
not a
Space?
first
No
person
war in
shooter?
Dead Space.
I swear to
No.
Also,
God.
it's not a first person shooter.
Ah, damn it.
Very good game, but not a first person shooter.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Just going through the list here. Seeing anything real good? How about is the game? Aliens? No aliens in that game.
You know what? I was.
You know
thinking
what? You
about
have
that too,
10.
'cause
You
there's
have 10
aliens in this.
seconds to guess a game.
10 seconds. Okay, fair
Fuck
enough.
off.
That's fair.
Bullshit.
Dan, is the
Bioshock.
game
Fuck
is
you.
the game Left 4 Dead?
That's what I was just.
Is the game Left 4 Dead?
You're not in a war in Left 4 Dead, unless that's considered a war.
The war against.
The game
Zombies.
is not Left 4 Dead.
Is it Red Steel?
Would you like to know what the game is, fellas?
Red Faction.
The game was released May 22nd, 2000 on the Nintendo 64.
Bullshit! Oh, Jesus Christ.
The game is Perfect Dark.
You know what?
Didn't even
You know what? Were you inspired by the fact that Ghost Runner has that Mirror's Edge, Perfect Dark?
I was not.
I
I was not. But you know what? Subliminally,
doesn't
maybe.
matter.
Subliminally, maybe. The tricky part is
Perfect
here.
Dark.
The tricky part is here.
Perfect Dark. Who are you in the war with? Who are you in the war with? Perfect Dark.
Would you like me to read? Would you like me to read the synopsis for the plot?
Fuck you.
Probably,
No,
yeah.
it's-
Perfect
I
Dark
never
is set.
owned a N64.
Perfect Dark is set in 2023 against the backdrop of an interstellar war between two alien races.
Ugh.
You gave me a hard time about the war question, and I said, you know what? Yes, it is a war. That's the plot
Fake
of the
news,
game.
Photoshop.
That's a plot of the game.
Don't believe it.
He was thinking like.
That's
World
what
War-
you get. You're giving me a hard time. No. You didn't say World War II. You said
You know
war.
what? Okay.
Is it in a
Next
war?
time we gotta be.
Every game is like in a war. They always make the story.
Exactly. Every
You know what?
goddamn
We gotta
game
be-
is in a war.
We gotta be more clear on this. You know,
I think the
console
format-
shit. We gotta.
I think the format should change a little bit. We should have like those questions like already known. Like
Yeah,
those
we should have a
It's
standard opener.
it's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough because there's like
Yeah.
some of these games. Because I could ask like, do you shoot like incendiary grenades in this game? And it's like I don't fucking know. Like, because you guys were asking questions, and I was like, I don't fucking know if you ride anything in this game. Like, do you ride something in Perfect Dark? I don't know. Maybe. I never beat the game. I played it for like 2 hours.
So
I
maybe
don't
you should
fucking
choose
know.
A game that you've played a lot of.
How about I pick iRacing?
That's like,
He's totally gonna fucking pick that next week.
it's gonna be the first question.
Just
Is
to-
it iRacing?
Just
Damn
to
it!
just to
Hated
spite
it.
you cunts, I'm gonna pick iRacing next week.
Okay, the new question is: have we ever mentioned this game?
Yeah, have we ever
Yeah,
mentioned
yeah.
this?
Have we ever?
Jesus Christ. And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. It is way too over time. I think we're trying to make these an hour long, and I think we're at like 3 hours and 40 minutes or something. I'm just kidding. Yeah, we'll see you next week. Actually, fuck that. I'd like to do something before Halloween if you guys are up for it. We only have a few days, but maybe we'll do something before Halloween. Phasmophobia. We might. You know what? I know.
Anniversary, but
That's not important. That's not
whatever.
I'm gonna be streaming. I think at least once or twice before.
No.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna be streaming on the Joystick Canada Twitch channel at least once or twice before the end of the week, and the end of the week being Halloween. So, I'll try and play some spoopy games. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Spoopy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.